Breaking this afternoon, police continue to look for the suspect of an East Madison shooting that left one teen dead and others hurt last night. Plus, horrific new details are emerging on Hamas's attacks on Israeli civilians. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinians are now fleeing their homes as the fighting continues. Good afternoon. I'm Mark Kane. Welcome to News 3 Now at noon. We are following breaking news this afternoon after a teen was killed in a shooting in East Madison last night. News 3's Kyle Pogorski is live at the scene with more. Kyle?
Mark, I'm on the corner of Milwaukee Street and North Star Drive. This is just east of I-3990 and south of 94. Madison police say that a 15-year-old girl was killed and 3 other teens were injured in a shooting here at around 8:30 p.m. last night. An earlier shooting took place in July just up the road in this neighborhood, which resulted in the death of a 20-year-old man. Police believe Tuesday night's shooting was not random. They've additionally said that there is no ongoing threat to the public. We're working to get reaction from neighbors and law enforcement today to find out more. Be sure to tune in at News 3 Now at 5 and 6, as well as live at 4. Reporting here in Madison, Kyle Pogorski, News 3 Now.
Meanwhile, a crash west of the Columbia-Sauk County line is causing major backups on I-90-94. Westbound lanes of the interstate are closed between I-39 and U.S. Highway 12. The crash happened around 8:35. Traffic camera footage captured the scene. You can see a vehicle in the ditch on the right. It's unclear if anyone was hurt. Drivers are being asked to take I-39 north, head west on State Highway 16 to Highway 23, then continue west to join the interstate near the Wisconsin Dells. The weekends with some rain. Let's head out to the weather patio. Meteorologist Jacob Madison has a look at your first warn forecast.
Yeah, right now we're seeing very nice weather, but a lot of that is going to change. We have an alert day for Friday and Friday night due to heavy rainfall. Now we can see as much as 1 to 2 inches of rain on Friday alone, but the entire system, which is supposed to start tonight and last through Saturday, we could see 1 to 3 inches of rain, and this is going to be for all of southern Wisconsin. Looking at the current radar, not seeing anything across our area, but just to the south there are a few showers and storms developing. This is just the beginning of what is going to be a pretty widespread system across not just our area, but the entire Great Lakes and Midwest regions. So here's a look at futurecast. There is the chance we could see a few showers and storms to the south of Madison during the evening hours today. Also a very small chance that some of these storms could actually be severe. This will continue throughout the evening and even into the overnight hours. We will mostly see the rain south of Madison. So for those of you near Platteville, Janesville, expect to see some rain this evening and overnight. But the widespread rain is not expected to enter the rest of our area until the day tomorrow, with the heaviest occurring on Friday. Now, overnight lows are going to be a lot warmer than what they were last night, simply because we're going to see those scattered showers, which will keep the temperatures warm, a little bit warmer. We'll see lows in the mid-40s, possibly even lower 50s for areas to the south of Madison. I'll talk more in detail about the timing of the entire system and show you just when the heaviest rain will occur. All of those details coming up a bit later.
All right, we'll check back with you, Jacob. Thank you. Now to the conflict overseas. More than 1,000 people on each side have been killed over the last 5 days as the fighting continues between Hamas and Israelis. Bradley Blackburn has the latest, and we want to warn you, some video and details in this story are disturbing.
New horrors are emerging from the communities where Hamas went on a bloody killing spree. After finally wresting back control of Kfar Aza kibbutz, a small farming community, Israeli security forces say terrorists took brutality to a new level, decapitating children, including babies.
You see the babies, the mother, the fathers in the bedrooms, in the protection rooms, and how the terrorists kill them. It's not a war. It's not a battlefield. It's a massacre.
Karen Flash, who survived the kibbutz attack along with her husband and baby, says she is numb.
There's no going back from this.
In Gaza Wednesday, Israel's unrelenting airstrikes on suspected Hamas targets continued, demolishing entire neighborhoods. Israel has cut off the entry of food, water, fuel, and medicine into the territory, making the situation dire for the more than 2 million Palestinians who live there. The UN says more than 250,000 people in Gaza have fled their homes, and it expects that number to climb as fighting continues. Israel has mobilized hundreds of thousands of military reservists, making it appear increasingly likely that it will launch a ground invasion. Israel is also sending tanks to its border with Lebanon.
We stand with Israel.
On Tuesday, President Biden pledged support for Israel. The first U.S. shipment of weapons has already arrived, and defense officials say a small group of U.S. Special Forces is on the ground to help with planning and intelligence. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken leaves for Israel today. Officials say 14 Americans are among the dead and at least 20 are missing, but it's unclear how many are among the more than 100 people who've been abducted. It has been several months since an underwater explosion destroyed a submersible en route to see the wreckage of the Titanic. Today, the Coast Guard announced it had recovered the remaining debris from the sub. 5 people were on board the Titan vessel. A spokesperson said what is likely human remains was among the debris collected. The Marine Board of Investigation is coordinating with the National Transportation Safety Board to examine what happened. Investigators will continue to analyze evidence and conduct interviews with witnesses ahead of a public hearing on the deadly explosion. Plans for a new ice rink are currently under review in DeForest. It's something the village says is needed in the community. On an empty plot of land south of Highway 19 and east of Highway 51, a years-long discussion of bringing hockey to DeForest could become reality.
I think everyone drives past it every day, and I think, you know, whether you're from Sun Prairie or Wanakee or coming up from Madison, but, you know, it's kind of prime for growth in that area.
The plan includes both an indoor and outdoor ice rink, a brewery, and a space for apartments, all part of a $75 million investment. Things are still in the early stages, but meetings are set for the coming weeks to finalize plans. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Someone could become a billionaire tonight, plus why Utah is suing TikTok. Details coming up next in the Money Watch report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
This month, all CoreTech water-resistant flooring is on sale at Surgenian's. We offer the largest CoreTech selection in Madison. Take advantage of unprecedented sale pricing with 18-month financing. Local, sustainable Surgenian's.
You've probably heard by now, but Wanakee Remodeling has been transforming homes for the better part of half a century by installing materials that stand the test of time from a team of trusted home pros. Our design team delivers a turnkey experience for your interior or exterior remodeling project, leaving you with a home you love. At Wanakee Remodeling, we'll never stop improving. Right now, get a special window offer. Buy one window, get one 40% off plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It means we're committed to seeking justice for those injured by someone else's negligence. It means standing up to the insurance company, helping you with your medical bills, and getting you fully compensated for lost time at work. Have questions? When you contact Lawton Cates, there's no charge for our initial consultation, and there's never a fee until we deliver the results you deserve. At Lawton Cates, your life counts. Call today.
It hits you when you step into any of the 3 Willie Street Co-op stores, the smell of freshness. We work with hundreds of farms and vendors to bring you natural, organic, and local food selection unmatched in Madison. Everyone is welcome at Willie Street Co-op, and if you join our more than 30,000 owners, you'll get more sales, discounts, and perks. Fresh, local, organic, yours, Willie Street Co-op.
X, the
platform formerly known as Twitter says it's removing accounts affiliated with the Palestinian terror group Hamas. Critics have slammed the social media company for not doing enough to combat misinformation about the conflict in Israel. One research group says it found a network of 67 accounts conducting a false information campaign about the conflict. X says it is also monitoring its platform for anti-Semitic speech. Utah is suing TikTok, claiming the Chinese-owned social media app is harming children by manipulating them into spending an unhealthy amount of time on the platform. Utah is seeking fines and an injunction to stop TikTok from violating state laws against deceptive business practices. A TikTok spokesperson told Reuters it has safeguards in place for young users. Several other states, including Indiana and Arkansas, have also filed lawsuits against TikTok. And the Powerball jackpot just keeps climbing. Tonight's drawing is for an estimated $1.7 billion, the second largest Powerball prize in U.S. history. The estimated cash payout is $756 million. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jared Hill.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial's down 55 points. The NASDAQ, though, up 25. The S&P 500 down about 3.5. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you can call for action right now at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call for action. Pam has today's egg prices, and Jacob's back with the complete forecast next at noon. And then today on Live at 4, Consumer Report shows us the nation's first house dedicated to child safety.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet? Commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
After 118 years, McGann Furniture is closing its doors. The owners are retiring. Shop now at McGann's Price Crash Going Out of Business sale and take an additional 25% off the already lowest marked sale price. Everything must go. Prices crashed on quality name brand furniture, bedding, dining room sets, and accessories. Free financing. All credit welcome. Special sale hours. Hurry in today to the Price Crash Going Out of Business sale at McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
If you have Medicare and Medicaid, you may be eligible to get extra benefits with iCare's dual eligible special needs plans. Our members get $1,800 per year with a card that's loaded monthly to pay for items such as eligible groceries, over-the-counter items, rent, and utilities. Whatever you don't spend carries over each month. Call us today, and a licensed sales agent will help you find out if you're eligible. Rest easy. iCare is looking out for you and your health.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, we're always happy to have Robin Thicke.
Great crowd, great crowd. Hi, baby.
They say, hey, husband. We may sing a little something for you.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Stress is taking a toll on our kids' mental health.
Tomorrow, our Time for Kids expert shares tools you can use to help your child deal with stressful times.
And we will have an update on how much rain we can expect the rest of the week. Join us tomorrow morning between 4:30 and 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report, getting ready for a lot of rain.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why you're probably going to see a lot of enhanced traffic on rural roadways. Our farmers just trying to get as much done as they can in front of that measurable rain. Latest update from the Wisconsin Ag Statistical Service tells us we've already done a pretty good job. I was surprised to see that 9% of our Wisconsin corn crop for grain was harvested as of Sunday. Soybeans doing pretty good. 27% of that crop's already harvested. And the condition on the soybeans, 49% good to excellent. Corn not looking too bad. Right now it looks like we've got about 51% of that crop good to excellent. So like I have been saying every year, please just make sure that you're respectful of that farm equipment on the rural roadways. You'll see the lights on in the middle of the night out in fields. Farmers are going 24/7 right now, trying to get ahead of this wet weather so they can capitalize on some of those yields out there. And I want to thank Charlie Blodgett for telling me he got 62.5 bushel to the acre on his soybeans that just got harvested. I've been hearing that the yields are going to be pretty variable just because of the dry weather that we had. Another topic that a lot of folks are talking about, foreign ownership, whether it's foreign ownership of land or entities. They're talking about it at the State House. I had a visit with Senator Joan Ballweg from Marquesas. She's chair of the Senate Agriculture Committee. She said that they're trying to be very careful, very thoughtful, very deliberate on anything they put together, and she said it's for good reason. A lot of our mom and pop shops that were cheesemakers or dairy processors in the past might have become a part of a bigger global company when it comes to the products they're producing. She cited companies like Saputo, Agripur, both big dairy processors, great partners in Wisconsin, but they're Canadian-owned. Canning companies in Wisconsin up in the Bonduelle area, French-owned. So you want to be very careful about how you craft this. She said she's open for conversations. It's just one of the items that they're working on down at the State House that will likely carry into 2024. What do we got going on dairy today? Not much. Barrel cheese today up 3/4 cent, 161 3/4, 40-pound block cheese, AA butter unchanged. Two items to remind people about. Tomorrow is National Farmers Day, kind of a time when we're supposed to press pause and recognize the hard work that farmers are doing out there and how so few of them remain. And then on Sunday, the 15th, Sunday's the 15th, National Cheese Curd Day. My buddy Charlie said that tomorrow morning, the Whitwer Cheese Factory in Theresa will have fresh cheese curds if you want to get stocked up and get ready to go for the big celebration on Sunday, because this state knows how to celebrate cheese curds.
Before the big rush. All right, Pam, thank you.
Yep.
RSV is the leading cause of hospital admissions in children under the age of 1. Natalie Brand tells us how a new shot could change that.
And this is our daughter's nursery.
Molly Fleener is due in December. Her second daughter will be born during the peak of RSV season.
RSV can be very scary. It can take a turn really quickly.
This new Beyfortus RSV antibody shot is bringing hope. It helps prevent the virus in babies from birth to 8 months or in older babies with severe risk factors.
Hey, am I going to get a smile from you?
But some pediatricians are facing challenges getting supply. Dr. Lauren Fitzpatrick is with Luminous Health Anne Arundel Medical Center in Maryland.
There was not an infrastructure in place to roll out monoclonal antibodies. And so even though we have families that are requesting it, we can't meet their demands.
A big complication right now, the cost at nearly $500 a dose. While the shot is expected to be covered by most insurance plans, providers need to order the shot before knowing how much they'll be reimbursed.
Given what you saw last year, how frustrating is this?
Oh, we're angry. As pediatricians, we're angry because it feels like we have an opportunity that may be missed.
This summer, the American Academy of Pediatrics urged federal leaders to provide support so the shots can be administered widely and equitably.
It shouldn't be a guessing game. It should be pretty black and white and should be accessible and available to as many people possible, if not everybody.
Molly Fleener will also be eligible for the new RSV vaccine for pregnant women. Doctors are recommending either that shot for mom or the immunization for the newborn. Fleener is deciding between the two, but knows she wants the protection. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Maryland.
The American Academy of Pediatrics is recommending that every baby whose mother did not get the maternal shot receive the shot in the first week of life. An alert day brings rain to southern Wisconsin later this week. Jacob has the details on that.
Yeah, the alert day is going to be for Friday and Friday night, but the entire system will begin later today and continue through Saturday. We could see 1 to 2 inches of rain on Friday alone, and the entire system will have somewhere between 1 to 3 inches. Localized amounts above 3 inches are possible. And as I mentioned, the system is going to begin tonight and last all the way through Saturday, although there there will probably be dry points in between the rain. So here are the 3 things you need to know, all having to do with this upcoming system. There could be a few storms to the south of Madison this evening, and I already talked about the rainfall, but we also are going to see some pretty gusty winds. We may see wind gusts up to 35, maybe even approaching 40 miles per hour, specifically Thursday and Friday. So on top of the rainfall, it's also going to be pretty windy, kind of the windiest we've seen since the spring. We haven't really had a lot of wind events over the summer. Typically, there isn't. Now, looking at futurecasts, over the evening hours, we could see some of those storms around the Illinois border, maybe creeping up into Dane County. But for those of you north of Dane County, don't expect to see any rain this evening or tonight. Most of the rain tonight looks to also stay to the south of Madison. And then as we get towards the late morning tomorrow, that's when we're going to see more showers move into our area and continue for much of the day. Now, there could be some pockets of heavy rain on Thursday, but especially by the time we get to Thursday night, we'll see on and off rain. But like I mentioned, still going to see those pockets of possible heavy rain. Thursday night, it looks like most of the rain will be to the north and central Wisconsin. And then Friday comes, and that's when the heaviest rain will occur. It will come into our area from the west again. And as it gets to our area, notice the wind shifts, and it's just going to kind of linger across our area for much of the day on Friday. And more moisture may even build later in the day on Friday and continue to bring rainfall across our entire area. So still going to see that moderate to possibly heavy rainfall into early Saturday morning. And then after sunrise on Saturday, that's when it looks like the rain will finally start to break up. But before it breaks up, we're going to see quite a bit of it. So here's a look at the precipitation forecast. Our entire area could definitely see over 2 inches. As I mentioned, there could be some isolated amounts up to 3 inches, but in general, right around 2 inches will be the forecast for much of our area, with the heaviest occurring especially Friday afternoon into early Friday night. Now, as I mentioned, we also are going to see some pretty gusty winds. So the winds are going to pick up later tonight into tomorrow, but the windiest day will be tomorrow night through Friday, where we could see possibly wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. And remember, as I just showed you, it's going to be raining a lot during this time. So the rain may even be falling sideways at times, depending on how windy it gets. And the winds are going to continue on Saturday, although similar to the rainfall, Saturday is when things will start to die down. Now for temperatures, tonight we're going to see lows in the mid-40s, possibly around 50. Typically when you get a lot of rainfall, temperatures don't fall or rise all that much. So although the lows tonight are going to be warmer than the lows the last couple of nights, highs tomorrow are not going to be much different from the lows tonight. So we'll see highs only in the middle to lower 50s. And for Friday, it's going to be similar. The highs are only going to be in the middle to lower 50s, despite overnight lows possibly being around 50 degrees. So 50s are going to continue for the foreseeable future. May even see a drop in temperatures to start next week, as we will see dry conditions return. And then towards the end of the week, we do have another chance of rain, although right now it's not looking anything like what we're going to see the next couple of days. So alert day Friday. And for the Badgers game on Saturday, it is at 3 p.m. Probably going to, it's obviously going to still happen. We're not expecting to see storms, especially on Saturday, but it will be windy and it will be cool. Some rain could linger, but Friday is the big day. Likely going to be a washout, especially later in the day into early Friday nights. So definitely going to see some much needed rainfall. I'm curious how the drought monitor will look after this system, because I wonder if there are parts of our area that will no longer be under one.
Yeah, we'll have to find out. Yep. It's going to take care of the fall colors, all that wind and rain.
Yeah.
The leaves starting to fall.
A lot of the leaves are going to probably fall with that wind for sure.
Well, it means it's time to make a plan now for collecting all those leaves. Madison residents have 3 leaf curbside pickup opportunities this fall, but you can also take what you collect to drop-off sites anytime. All fall yard waste will be accepted, not just leaves. And instead of dropping them off or waiting for collections, the city says you could compost or mulch them right into your garden bed. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
The fairy godmother may have turned a pumpkin into a carriage, but that's nothing compared to what we're doing with pumpkin today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The moms have a brand new show.
Are you having a great time?
I'm Mom So Hard Ladies Night. Saturday, November 18th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
Nobody wants to think about cold weather, but now's the time to winterproof your home. Is your house cold every winter? Your home needs foam. Are your heating costs too high? Your home needs foam. Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Your home needs foam. USA Premium Foam is over 35% more efficient than ordinary, weaker insulation. Winterproof now and get 0% financing for 72 months.
USA Insulation.
In need of home repairs? From stairs and railings to roofing and plumbing, Habitat Dane County works alongside families to ensure safe, stable housing for years to come. Qualifications are based on income, need, and willingness to partner. Don't delay. Apply today.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
At Informed Choice Insurance Agency, we're proud of our 5-star reviews.
My agent Matthew explained everything about Medicare and the needed supplemental insurance. He took the time to show me several different plans and the plus and minuses of each policy.
Andrea was amazing, from her knowledge to her presentation to her skills in navigating complicated and intimidating waters. I cannot emphasize enough how much she helped me and my family.
Need help with your Medicare or Marketplace health plans? Get 5-star service at Informed Choice Insurance Agency.
We are Dane County. We are Madison, McFarland, Sun Prairie. We are Wanakee, Stoughton, Middleton, Deerfield, and everywhere in between. We are committed to being unique in supporting the value when families share the memories of family and friends at the loss of a loved one. We are Crest Funeral and Cremation Service. More than just a funeral home, we are the people you know and trust to help families before, during, and after the loss of a loved one. Learn more at crestfuneralservice.com.
Their harmony and great country music that brings people together. It's Rocket Club. Performing live Friday, November 17th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
If you're a pumpkin lover, over the next couple of months, you're going to be smiling ear to ear. That's because this is the time of year when restaurants and manufacturers come out with pumpkin-flavored everything, whether it's cereal, baking bits, or even gourmet coffees. To join this trend, we've created a pumpkin-y poke cake that's positively addictive. We start by beating together a box of spice cake mix with some canned pumpkin, a couple of eggs, and water. We pour that into a 9x13 pan, and into the oven it goes. After it's cooled, we poke it with the handle of a spoon, like this. Now we spread on a good amount of vanilla pudding that we've added a bit of pumpkin pie spice to, making sure we fill all the holes. Over this goes a layer of whipped topping. Then we'll place it in the fridge to set up. Maybe garnish it to fit the season, and it's ready to serve. With each forkful, you'll get a mouthful of moist pumpkin cake accented with creamy vanilla pudding and whipped topping. To get the recipe for our pumpkin spice poke cake, all you need to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a creamy pumpkin-y way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Jacob's here now with a final look at the weather.
Yeah, here are the chances of rain over the next couple of days, including the overnight hours. We're going to see the rain chances increase tonight, but by the time we get to tomorrow, rain is very likely. A small dip for Thursday night, but then Friday during the day and Friday night will be the best chance of rain, best chance for heavy rain too, as it will likely be a washout Friday, especially during the evening hours on Friday. And then it will slowly decrease for Saturday night, and Sunday before we're definitely dry by the beginning of next work week. Temperatures are going to be pretty similar. Highs will continuously be in the 50s as low temperatures will fall back to the lower 40s by the beginning of the work week.
All right, thank you, Jacob. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.